Hello everyone. Hi, welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're gonna do a collective and timeless reading. So whenever this reading finds its way to you is the right time, but keep in mind it's a general reading. So see which signs, symbols, and messages resonate for you in your particular situation and hopefully help to bring you a little clarity to whatever you're wondering, concerned, confused about. It could broaden your perspective and show you something with fresh eyes. It could also narrow your focus and show you something you could be missing. But in the end, always trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is inside of you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Now, this is going to be one of those late night bedtime readings. I kind of had a long day, but I feel like maybe it's a good time for a reading. So I'm comfy. Let's begin. Let's start with some characters. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, or higher self, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and the greatest good of all. Clarity for the collective, what they need to know on perhaps personality facets within you and or around someone in your sphere or connected to energetically. Be a love. Clarity for the collective, please and thank you. Aw, okay, cool. We're starting with a barber. Maybe some of you are a barber or a hairdresser. I mean, that's such a cool, important job. You're almost like therapists. You not only get people looking cute and feeling, good about themselves, you're in a position where people open up to you, where your energy can actually help and change someone else's energy. Sometimes you get some good advice. So maybe you get some good advice from your barber or your hairdresser. It could even be like a makeup artist. Maybe this is a message for you if you're thinking of starting a barber shop or a beauty shop or something like that. Perhaps it's something you can even do privately. I think maybe some of you could even be going to school for this now. Or it could just be something really cool that you hear when you're getting your beard trimmed, when you're getting your hair all cool. These two people kind of look alike. Maybe there's someone that's kind of, influencing you on a certain style. You think it's pretty cool. You're going to give something new a try. Artist of tresses, trimming, beautification, adornment, and fashion. You could be in the fashion industry as well. But switching up your look can really change your energy. And I think the hair actually holds a lot of memory. So if some of you actually have long hair, that's why sometimes people go through a breakup and they kind of chop off their hair. I think sometimes they don't even realize that they're doing something that's energetically clearing something, getting rid of the dead ends, starting fresh, starting new. I also want to say, sometimes the barber or the hairdresser is really there to be a little miracle worker when certain people do weird things in the middle of the night, like try to trim their bangs or use too much bleach or do something like that. So it could be you going to, the beauty shop, the barber shop, fix a little situation, maybe even something that your kid did. But let's get another card. Clarity on Barber for the collective. That also makes me think of a tattoo shop. Oh. And then you have a farmer. The farmer and the barber. It sounds like the beginning of a joke. The farmer and the barber walk into a bar. Oh my gosh, I just heard that. The horse walks in. He said, "Why the long face?" Oh my gosh, that was a bad joke. maybe someone has like bad jokes, but they're still kind of corny, kind of funny. This is really nice though. Maybe some of you are actually farmers, or you can find a way to support your local farmer. It could even be a farm to table thing. If you have a restaurant, maybe you're actually having a farmer that can supply some fresh eggs, vegetables, fruits, support, your local community, your local beehive, or your local beehive, cultivation, harvest, and land. It could also be that some of you just want more land. You could be buying a plot of land that doesn't have a house on it yet, but have that beautiful house that you can envision and build exactly what you want on land. Or maybe you're finding, that right piece of property that has that beautiful stream, that has the garden, that has maybe a lot of acreage or something like that. For some of you, maybe you've always wanted to be a farmer. Maybe you live in a city. Maybe there's a way to have be involved in your local community. Sometimes there are like block gardens, or maybe you can do something on a roof. I do see beehives on a roof right now. So, it doesn't matter what city you live in. You can have beehives on roofs, and they can help the whole environment, all the flowers in the city, all the trees, everything. Bees are so important. I'm a little bit biased, by the way, because I do have bees, but I do know that they made a big difference in, let's just say our apple trees, the year we got them. It was incredible. Plus, they are just important for the survival of the planet. So maybe I'm a little catalyst to do a little research on how important bees are. Cultivation, harvest, and land. It could just be that there is a situation that you've been putting attention into. If your garden is your little parable. My dog is a little wet. If you see her, she looks a little funny. We were just out in the rain. But if it's time for harvest, that's really cool, because that means that there's your garden, whatever you've been putting your attention and time into, might be ripe for the plucking. It might be a cornucopia of abundance that's ready to come through. Let's get one more card. You smell a little bit like a wet dog. Right now you do. Okay, clarity on the barber and the farmer for the collective. One more card. And the knight. So this knight. So this could be an experience. If I think about the knight in the tarot, it could be somebody who's been through some battles. Sometimes somebody that's been through some battles and some hard times end up to be the best healers, because they can relate to actual rough situations. This could be you standing up for something that you believe in, or somebody standing up for you. This could be a form of protection. Somebody protecting you, or you feel like you're protecting someone else. It's keeper of honor, armor, battle, and loyalty. So it could be that somebody kind of has a wall up, or you, but it's a form of protection right now. But it does look like there's loyalty with this knight. So you're being really loyal to someone else, or someone feels like really, really loyal to you, like they're going to defend your honor. I just see that, like, that scene, I don't know, I'm thinking like Game of Thrones right now. So Maybe if you know Game of Thrones, like when, oh, why can't I think of her name? The beautiful big lady knight. It's like on the tip of my tongue. Like she gets down on her knees and she's like, I will defend you. I will be there. I will follow, I will follow you. I will protect your family. I'm just getting that, like, somebody's really, really devoted. I hear lifelong. So maybe you're doing something and you are very unusual. Maybe you do a job or something like that and you're kind of, I'm almost getting like in an unusual position, and or maybe you're like in a field where you're the only one. I don't want to say like the outsider. I want to say more like the groundbreaker. I don't know. It just makes me think of, like, I was talking to some amazing women the other night, and they were telling me stories how when they went to school, the one girl wanted to play the tuba and the drums so bad. And because she was a woman, she was not allowed to play the tuba. She's not allowed to play the drums, even though she was so talented, she could actually play every single instrument in the orchestra. And then, so if this story is coming through with the night, hey, maybe this is helpful. Like, we are actually in a beautiful time right now where we are groundbreaking and have opportunities to have equality. And I think this woman said she was the first one to study some kind of science in her college. They never allowed a woman to do that. And she said she was just sabotaged. Like the professor said, well, you should be learning how to stay home. You should learn how to be a wife. You should be in home ec. You shouldn't be here. And he put her in, like, he always had her in the science partner with, other people who, like, either couldn't speak English, so it would make it really hard for her to, to exceed and excel. And she just felt like everything that they could do to make it hard on her, to get her to quit, they tried. And she didn't. And she had so much success. And she was groundbreaking. And she made it accessible for others to do the same. So maybe you're doing something like that really important. I mean, it doesn't have to be like a job where you're the very, very first. Then maybe you feel like you can't try something because it's really different. So that's kind of, I hope whatever I just said was helpful for someone. But sometimes we forget how far we've come and how far we still have to go. At the bottom, I'm going to show you, you have Captain. I don't know why that made me think of, oh, Captain, my Captain. I can't think of what movie that is. I think it's Carpe Diem. I think it's with Robin Williams. It also makes me think of Pirates of the Caribbean. Is that right? With Johnny Depp a little bit. So navigator of destiny, voyage, leadership, decision making, and objective. So somebody's stepping into the captain's position, authority position, becoming the boss man or lady, running the show, making good decisions that are considerate of the whole boat. I don't know why I just heard Captain of the Guard. Navigator or of destiny, voyage, leadership, and decision making. So somebody's stepping into a decision making role. Someone's actually making a decision, taking the lead, taking a hold on personal destiny. This could be you or someone else, something they feel they really need to do. It's like your soul's calling. I actually kind of hear like I see, like in a school, I see like a loudspeaker, like it kind of old, but like a speaker. It's almost like either you get a message or that's a parable, and it feels like whatever message is coming through for you to grab a hold and take some moves towards your destiny feels like it's that loud that it's like coming through a loudspeaker. It could also be something you heard that really gives you a little pusheroo to start something, to do something, to try something, to make a decision, to, oh, I just heard make it mine. Oh, that's such a good song. That's a great song. That's a Jason Mraz. He's amazing. If you ever get the chance to see that man live, go to the concert. He is phenomenal. He's phenomenal. He blew me away. I saw him one time in New York, in Carnegie Hall. It was a Carnegie Hall? It was a really big place. It might not have been Carnegie Hall. Well, anyway, he does everything. And actually, he did this one song where he made himself sound like, I want to say like a woman. Like it sounded like a woman singing like these beautiful high opera notes, but no vibrato, like really pure notes. Almost like his voice was an actual instrument. So I don't know if you like Jason Mraz, but he has very much impressed me over the many years that he has been putting out his music. So, and that song is fun. And now I just saw a butterfly, which is also super cute and sexy. So just for the heck of it, I'm going to put it below so you guys can hear it. Maybe some of you are actually going on a voyage as well. Going on a journey. Moving out, moving in. Moving up. Sizing down. Let's continue. Let's go to this one. This is the place. We got people, characters. We might as well get a couple places. Clarity for the collective, please, on Captain, Farmer, Barber, Knight. I just heard Knights of Cydonia. I think that's a MUSE song. It's a really good band too. And now I just heard Night Moves. Okay, let's continue. I will put all these songs below for you guys. Working on night moves. If you're doing something at night. That one. What was that one? It flipped. Ooh, we got a casino coming through. Gambling excitement, card tables, jackpot moments, and beating the odds. So, I mean, it could be literal, and some of you live someplace where there's a casino nearby. Maybe you actually work in a casino, or you go to an event, or you have dinner, and there happens to be a casino there. But I think it's more of a parable with this. Like, you can't, you know, you got to play the hand of cards that are dealt the best. So it does say jackpot moments. So maybe you're having an epiphany. You know, maybe some of you are hitting the jackpot, or like something comes through and it feels like a really special opportunity. It could be even a partnership and you're like, wow, I can't believe I met this person. Like, I had the jackpot. Or if some of you are looking for land or moving out of the city, becoming a farmer, you look around, you're like, my life is so different, but I feel like I hit the jackpot. This is exactly what I need right now. For some of you, if you're looking for a property on your business or something like that, it might be that you really feel like you hit the jackpot, like you found the perfect location, the perfect place. Or you could have a new job or something like that, and you feel like, hey, like this environment is such a cool place to work in. I feel like I hit the jackpot here. Whatever it is for you, it's going to feel like that kind of energy, because when cards come through, they're sometimes literal, but they're usual an energetic parable. So it's betting and odds. So you do have to have discernment. Sometimes you have to, you know the game that you're playing. Family excitement. Let's see. Let's get another card. Clarity on casino. Maybe some of you are going on vacation. Like I keep seeing Vegas, but I guess like Reno is another one. Atlantic City. Those are the big ones that come into my mind. But maybe you're not a gambler at all. You're just there for the pool. You just want to watch. You're there for the shows. That's cool. Maybe you go somewhere like that, but you actually see some really amazing shows. Card for the collective. You have a window. It's really pretty. So maybe you're looking out a window. Somehow a window is important. A glass portal, the windowsill, and framed views. The first thing I think of with this, and maybe this is touching to some of you, is Annie. That first scene in Annie, where she's just looking out and she's dreaming, waiting, you know, she's like the maybe song. Betcha they're young, betcha they're smart, that they collect things like ashtrays and art. Betcha they're good, why shouldn't they be? Oh, I love Annie. Maybe some of you are adopting. Or it could be like a blended family situation, or your foster parents, or you're thinking about doing that. Maybe you always feel like you're on the other side of a window. You know, you always have this glass panel between you and a situation, a partnership or something. And it's like you can see what's there, you can see what you want, you can see what's happening. But you have to like open that window to step through something, to be in another experience. The glass also makes me think of technology. So it could be something that you see online or on TV. I just see this. I don't know why. I see somebody waving. Framed views, glass portal, and a windowsill. Maybe you're doing something on your windowsill, putting some beautiful plants on your window. But framed views also makes me think of photography, or you're possibly putting some of your art in a frame. You could even get a message. I see like a restaurant. Maybe there's something framed somewhere that you go, and there's just something there that looks really special. I'm getting it looks either really familiar. I'm getting something really weird, like almost like it's a beautiful painting and you look at it and you get this feeling like you've been there. I don't know what that means, but that's kind of what I see. It just makes me think of like actually sometimes getting the urge to go to some place random in the world, and you get there and step out of the plane and you just look around and you feel like, whew, I feel like I've been here before. So maybe there's a place like that that you're thinking of. Or maybe you don't even know that yet until you get off the plane or drive to a certain location. Let's get one more card. Clarity on window. Casino. And we have court. Whew. So these are probably all different little messages for each of you. This is legal proceedings. It's judgment and verdict, and it's justice and fairness. So it could be that some of you are paralegals, or you're lawyers, or you do something in the court system with the government. Maybe some of you are having some kind of settlement or something like that that's finally getting decided in court. It could also be that there was a mediator or a judge involved. I'm going to continue, but I think that Rose has to go out to the bathroom. So I will pause you on 25 and I will be right back. All right, let's continue. All right, it could also be, I'm getting that some of you could also be doing something like jury duty. Maybe some of you are going to the justice of the peace, you're getting married, and or it could be a divorce situation. It could be something really, really simple, signing some papers, going in an office, getting it done, or it could be something that's long and drawn out. But I feel like if that's the case, there's going to be a settlement that feels really fair to everyone. Seeing the bigger perspective in a situation. I feel like if this comes through, it usually feels really good after it's finally done, because then you can move along, readjust, you know, start something fresh, do something different. For some of you, it could be something with a property as well, or I'm even getting for some of you maybe something with like an inheritance or something like that, where you might be getting a call on something that you're inheriting, or like, you know, clearing up something within a family. I think things like that can probably get pretty complicated. So I do feel like there is going to be the right person to come along here to kind of bring fairness to a situation. But I'm kind of mostly getting jury duty with this. And if it's you that works in the courts, I do think that maybe there's a certain situation you can be really helpful with. I think that's like a pro bono thing. So maybe there's someone that really needs help or just some advice or something like that, and you can really, really help someone out to at least maybe direct them in the right area. And let's see, that's kind of what I'm getting with this. I hope that was helpful. I know there's a lot of different energies that just came through. Let's just look back. We have Captain, oh Captain, my Captain, Court, Farmer, Knight, Barber, Casino, and the Window. So if you guys were wondering about my cards, by the way, I have so many. I have hundreds of decks of different oracle and tarot cards. I have been collecting them for a very, very long time. Even before I started really doing readings, I loved the art, I loved the cards, and I did start my collection even before I started actually reading the cards. So maybe it has something to do with a collection as well. Also, I want to say that when I like pull different decks of cards, I feel like it's wonderful because it brings a totally different message to each reading, and it can be about anything. Life is so big and complicated, and so many people are going through so many different things. So I feel like when I pull certain things, I hope that there's a little message that gets to the right place, hopefully, but it's only a catalyst. It's only for you to feel that little inspiration and pursue your own inner guidance, to do your research yourself, to take it upon yourself to take action and follow that trail and that little journey that's going on inside of you to have clarity. And I do have to say, sometimes it is so amazing when I pull something from one deck and I have a random other deck that's totally different, and then the same message comes through. I feel like that those are really special messages. So that being said, let's move along to something different. How different should we go? I just heard, hello, can you go? Hello, can you go? What's that, from Greece? My gosh. This one's called The Wisdom of the Oracle. Let's just get one card. These have beautiful pictures. They're kind of situations, but they're kind of energy too. So let's see what comes through. Get another message for you guys. for the collective. Please and thank you. Oh wow, imagine. I just thought of John Lennon. What a beautiful song. It makes me think of Strawberry Fields in Manhattan. And it says, make it happen. It's like you're pulling down the moon. Number 20. Interesting, because 20 is also judgment in the tarot. So maybe you're making a really big judgment. You're really hearing the call to actually decide something, to do something, to change. It's big inner change that causes big outer changes. It's beautiful because that's when we elevate. That's when we learn that huge life lesson and get to move along to the next one. But this is telling you to imagine, to keep your dreams huge. If you can dream it, you can do it. And it's having that visualization inside your mind to have possibilities, that anything's possible. And then keeping that so open and vast, like beyond the heavens, beyond the universe, for bigger possibilities to come through that maybe you haven't even thought of. This girl is like walking up these stairs, elevating in this ethereal, beautiful blue world, which makes me think of the throat chakra, speaking, maybe singing even. And then you have this moon. It's like she just threw that rope, or he just threw that rope up, and you like held on to that moon, and you're pulling the moon down like it's something that amazing that you can do. This is when your thoughts are really creative, when you have self-expression and you're actually getting really creative with something. It's putting on your imagination cap. Whatever it is causing so much energy around you that it's not just your energy changing, it's changing every step that you take. But when this card comes through, it's telling you that you need to make a move. You have to put energy into something, because all of those beautiful things that you're imagining aren't going to happen unless you try. And sometimes that means you have to stay focused. You actually have to see the reality in something, even though you can have these dreams, and look in your reality and see where you can start to make actual steps. I keep hearing To the Moon and Back. I do love Savage Garden. That's my little, that's my little secret band that I've always loved. So, To the Moon and Back. At the bottom, you have To the Sea. I'll show you that quick. I wasn't going to look at another card, but maybe you're going to the sea. But that does make me think of a journey. Riding the waves. You have like a little, what does she have? She's like in a little paper boat. It makes me think of Paper Moon. Well, it's only a paper moon hanging over a cardboard sea. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. It's number 7. It's a spiritual path. Got the binoculars here so you can see really far ahead. And you have this so you can dictate and navigate those winds of change, maybe changing direction on something. But it's riding those waves. So if you miss one wave, there's going to be another wave that's going to come through. But if you see that big wave and you're prepared for it and you get ready for it, it's catching that wave. But sometimes when this comes through, I mean, she's not really on the big waves right now, so it might require a little bit of patience. But be in the flow. Be in the now. Be on that journey every step of the way. Getting like a natural flow. I actually now just hear, I think a lot of songs came through today. I just heard Toni Braxton, let it flow, let it go, let it flow, let it flow. All right, let's continue. I also think that a lot of messages come through music. So if I put it below and it feels like it's right for you, maybe give it a click, something in those lyrics, something in the video, something that will feel kind of personal, or you'll just remember later as like, that was really weird. That was what I was thinking, or something like that. Let's continue. Let's go to the tarot. This is the Angel Wisdom Tarot. Clarity for the collective. Oh, and imagine to the sea. Oh my gosh, sometimes I have no music coming through. Today, a lot are coming through. And it's kind of random messages. I don't know if this is a big theme for you guys or it's like little things that you caught, but I just heard that Brandy song. Brandy, you're a fine girl. That's a really cute song. Something about the sailor in the sea. You have Imagine. One card for the collective, please and thank you. One like base energy for you guys. And you're multitasking for sure. You're keeping it fun. You're on the sea here, on a tightrope. Wow. I put this upright. I'll show it what it is. It's the Four of Swords. And I'm also looking at my time thing, and it looks like I did that same thing again where I forgot to clear my space. At least I can see that the countdown is there now, and I'm running out of time, so we're going to sum this reading up. But this is multitasking. You're not just on the land here. You are out on sea. You are riding those waves as that boat is moving, juggling something in your hands, and walking on a tightrope all together, which is pretty amazeballs. So you or someone else is actually handling a lot of different energy. It could be personalities, different areas of your life. It does require great balance. But with this dude's fun pants on, how are you not having a good time doing that? Look at those pants. Maybe you're putting on your fun pants. He's also juggling, I don't know what they are. They almost look like coins and or eggs and 2 clocks. So maybe you have 2 jobs, 2 different situations that require your attention or you're really wanting to put attention into. And if those are eggs, it's like 2 things that you're birthing, but you have to be very gentle with. You know, 2 things of possibility. But if that's like a coin or gold, since this is Pentacles, those are 2 golden opportunities that you have. But you have to adjust your schedule. You have to adjust where you're putting your time and your attention, making it, you know, put in the most valuable and productive way. So if something's draining you and you know there's something else that you should be doing or really desiring and you're not giving it any attention, you know, the thing that you have to do is eventually going to drain your energy. So put a little bit of the get to do. And if it's that you're so multitasking everything in your life that you're not sleeping well, remember to sleep. Remember that that is part of your balance, because with the Four of Swords here, it's getting good rest, taking a nap, feeling at peace, feeling grounded. Apparently like doing some meditation and some yoga. It's interesting because you had that knight. Where was the knight? Where's that knight? You have this knight here. And it looks like, and didn't I see a woman knight? Wow, maybe you're pretty strong. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. Whoever you are, you're pretty strong. But I feel like you are unusual somehow. And this is a woman, and she has her big armor there. But there's a time to take off the armor. Put down the battle. Come back to center, come back to you. Look at this beautiful stained glass window that's just beaming beautiful colors. It feels peaceful. It looks like a mandala. There's the rose in the center. I don't know why I just thought of the Rosicrucians. That was really random. And this is coming through to remind you to rest. It is also a message that there is going to be peace in a situation. It starts with the peace you have in yourself. Insights that come from meditation, the need to rest or take a vacation. You do have a lot of things that tell you, to do something and go out to sea, to imagine. If there's some place you've been imagining going to, maybe book it. Start to save so you have a pocket of money. So that's what it's for. It's allow yourself time before making a decision, mental exhaustion, and get more sleep. So if you're doing all this, you could be running on empty, or that's someone else. Or is a little message that's coming through to say, don't run on empty. Try to balance everything out. The message with this is working too hard, multiple jobs, the need to bring balance and fun into your life, juggling multiple priorities, balancing the budget. But here it looks like you're making some adjustments to bring something back into balance, peace, and harmony. Start internal. Start with meditation. Start with asking yourself some questions. You don't have to rush into something, to make an appropriate decision. Do your research, sleep on something. Tomorrow's a new day. But I do feel like the fun in this card is the key. When you follow your joy, when you follow what really makes you passionate, when you have those joyful moments in your life, it makes all the work you're doing worth it. Because if you're doing all the work and you have no fun, what fun is it to be here every day? We should have a little bit of fun. So, how much time do I have? Not much. I have like a couple minutes. Holy moly. Let's sum this up. What can we do? Let's get the universe. The universe has your back. Summarize this reading for the collective, please and thank you. One message for you guys. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. So it's starting to ask yourself some questions. Starting to see that it's life. It's life. Sometimes we go through some rough days. Sometimes we're out on that boat and it's a lot to handle. Sometimes the waves are really, really rough and they knock us off that boat. And sometimes we're doing really good. Every day is different. Every step along our journey is different, but it's your journey. If it was exactly the same every single day, it'd be a pretty boring life. And if we didn't have some of those rough waters, we wouldn't get the strength that we have from getting slapped by a wave or two. But it's refocusing your thoughts, refocusing your attention, and imagining solutions, imagining how things can work out, imagining what you can do, and then putting energy into it. So I'm also getting manifestation with this. When you're starting to live your truth, follow your soul's journey, follow that joy, see beauty all around you, that's what starts to unfold in your world as well. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. Do I have one more message? Totally thought I was gonna make it, but I didn't. But I wanted to pull that last card, so I want to say goodbye to you guys anyway. So let's look at this last card. It says, I am a spirit. You're a beautiful soul having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. In the end, it's all about love, because that's the most powerful thing ever. So, and I like this, the eyes are closed and gentle, and there's this beautiful third eye here. So really listen to your higher self, to your intuition, and then come back down to earth and remember that we're all here to learn. We all have good days and bad days, and sometimes we think we're gonna make it Sometimes time, you know, runs out at the end of something and you just have to restart, redo it again, continue. And with that, I want to bid you guys adieu. Had to like go in my phone and like erase everything just to give you guys this last little part here. But I wanted to say goodbye to you guys. So I will merge them together and upload them as one video. But I still think it's appropriate to end this one here. And I know, with that being said, I hope you guys have a beautiful day, a beautiful night. I love you so much. I feel so blessed to be here with you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.